match 2. And if you can get off to a great start and win your opening 2 games, pretty much can touch the knockout stages. So we're underway. Arsenal kicking from left to right. Barcelona in their change kit of the turquoise blue from right to left. And it is Barcelona who just have possession here. Lacazette will chase down the space. It is Total Football playing, of course, as Barcelona, and Shadowhunter, who are Arsenal. And all Barcelona dominating possession, as you'd expect a team named Total Football would do. Lovely flick, but Ramsey had read it. And Arsenal now with Lacazette. And Welbeck can go forward, and Aubameyang might be in here. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang was hustled out of it, and Ter Stegen clears only as far as Lacazette. Welbeck, Lacazette towards Aubameyang. Ter Stegen makes the save.
Yeah, first real chance of the match inside 7 minutes, and it was another cross down the right-hand side. The centre forward, I think it was Aubameyang, just tried to nip in front of Piqué, just couldn't quite get any purchase on the ball. As we tick into the first 10 minutes gone, and outside of that, no real chances, Chris.
No, and Total Football there almost caused the problem. Here is Aubameyang for Shadowhunters. Lacazette, can he finish? No. But that passing out of the back, which Total Football was famed for and revolutionised football, is causing problems in Pes here, because twice now Arsenal have dispossessed Barcelona.
Yeah, they've got to be really, really careful, because it is their style. Of course, playing out from the back, but it has caused them 2 real problems so far, and if they do it a 3rd time, you've got to feel that Jose and co could possibly break the deadlock. So all to watch as ball comes punched away by the goalkeeper and chance goes away.
Yeah, Shadowhunters though making a good start against Total Football, but now this is the danger. And Coutinho, I think it was, is dispossessed. Back it goes to Petr Cech. You see Petr Cech pretty much in every game so far here in Berlin. Rakitic was in and won it there. Luis Suarez off and running down the middle. Still wants the ball, but they're going to be patient here. Total Football. That's the way that they play. They've trying to create the space here, and they've done it nicely.
Yeah, talking about Petr Cech, if I saw him outside, usually I'd be like, oh, lovely to meet you, etc. If I saw him outside today, I'd probably be like, not you again.
He's been everywhere, and he might have some more goalkeeping to do now. As Welbeck will chase down the long ball, wins the header. If Lacazette can get there, Aubameyang's in the middle. It's good defending. And Ter Stegen will clear. 21 minutes gone. Very, very even this game, as we expected it would be. Dembele to Rakitic. Barcelona playing some Total Football here. Worked this opening rather nicely. Suarez is offside.
Yeah, it's a really cagey start. Other than the 2 chances that came from the mistakes, we haven't seen really any attacking intent from either team. Happy to keep possession and play some nice stuff in and around the halfway line, and as soon as they get into that final third, that final ball has been lacking so far. Perhaps a chance now for the trio from Spain to make any inroads, but again the door is slammed firmly shut.
Well, we saw some hectic defending in the first co-op game, didn't we? It's been much more organised, which is a credit to the players, given that there is 3 of them. Now it goes for a throw, and it's been more like a 1v1 match so far.
It has indeed. It seems like both teams are fairly closely knit and know exactly what's going to happen from their teammates as we tick into the first 30 minutes have gone, and it has been Barcelona who have bossed possession. Of course, Total Football from the Netherlands, but they haven't really tested the goalkeeper at all.
When it goes towards Dembele, Bellerin, who came through the Barcelona Academy, playing for Arsenal in this match, of course. Now, corner, first of the encounter here. Mustafi has made his way forward. Rakitic will go short to Dembele. Oh, that's a lovely flick back, and good defending, because otherwise that might have been a chance. I think it was Suarez in there. Aubameyang at the other end. Well, had he won the ball there, he would have had a 3-1 towards Ter Stegen's goal.
See, someone watching at home might think that this game has been pretty boring so far, but of course it's fascinating to watch tactically how good these 2 teams are defensively. They're literally offering nothing in that final third for the opposition.
It's been nip and tuck, very tight. 10 minutes to go until half-time here. Total Football looking to create something down that far side. It's Paulinho, Rakitic, Suarez, Dembele. This is Total Football. Comes to nothing.
Again, it's the offside flag that's been raised, but like you mentioned, Total Football indeed there. And just that final pass has been lacking again. 37 minutes gone, and no one's really had a save to make for the respective goalkeepers.
They tend to be higher scoring encounters than 1v1, but this has been very, very tense as Henrik Mkhitaryan brings it forward. Granit Xhaka, Aubameyang now is isolated against the defender, who does superbly well. Might be goalless at the break at this rate. Not over yet in this first half, and they've spread the ball beautifully to this near side. Total Football in possession again as Ramsey comes in and wins it though for Arsenal.
Yep, just a few minutes remaining in this first half. A goal now would be a real killer blow for the opposition as Barcelona come forwards again through Lionel Messi, tries to poke it through towards Phil Coutinho, and once again that man from the Czech Republic is there in the form of Petr Cech, and it has finished at the end of the first half. Arsenal 0, Barcelona 0.
Yeah, very few real opportunities in that opening period. I think that's testament to these two sides being very organised. From a neutral point of view, we might have wanted to see some goals, but I think in terms of how far they might go in the tournament, being able to keep a clean sheet is a huge task in the co-op game, and they've done very well.
Yeah, absolutely, and this game actually reminds me of the first game we saw on the live stream, Eterito versus Tiamit. I think these two will look at the group and think that this might be the hardest game of the group so far, so a draw might possibly be not a bad result, and a 0-0 like that game between Eterito and Tiamit might be on the cards.
Yeah, and both of those went through in the 1v1, and we'll see them later on in the quarterfinals. After this co-op group stage, we go straight to the co-op knockout round. So all in one, this co-op competition today, as Welbeck has it. Now Bellerin, is this the moment for Arsenal? They've worked the space nicely, great interception though, and now Dembele can stretch his legs on that far side. The second of the group stage matches here, live from Berlin. Rakitic is in, now Dembele, Suarez ahead of him. Seen too much of Lionel Messi in this game, have we? That's a nice ball, Dembele, Messi, and fired wide by Dembele. The best chance of the game, not taken.
Yeah, by far the best chance of the game, and it was again that Total Football, that lovely one-touch play from Barcelona, and the shot from Dembele was inches wide of the post. Petr Cech was well and truly beaten, and I thought, and I'm sure you thought as well, sat next to me here in the commentary box, that that was 1-0 to Total Football.
Well, that is why they reached the final in Milan and Barcelona. Total Football playing with Barcelona. Rather apt, given that Johan Cruyff was one of the great exponents of Total Football. That's well cut out by Mustafi. And here's Aubameyang,
well, 3-on-2 here. Now it's 2-on-1. It's a massive chance here for Arsenal and Shadow Hunters. And it's Danny Welbeck. He's got support from Lacazette at the back post. He goes to Aubameyang, and the chance has been wasted, Chris.
I thought the ball was on at the far post, just like you. Good save from Ter Stegen, and it's just becoming a bit end-to-end. Oh, it's a crunching challenge. It might just be a booking here. How about this on Rakitic?
Yeah, it was very, very aggressive, but that shot, it was the wrong option. We both saw the player at the far post. I think it was Lacazette at the far post, and he opted to go for the man on the penalty spot, and it seemed to be the wrong option, and it proved to be.
Aubameyang's effort was blocked, but the first time really that we've seen a defence split open.
Completely open, yeah, and that's because it would seem that Shadow Hunters are happy to play on the counter-attack as Total Football have boss possession, and it's the first time really Total Football have been turned over and broken on, and it was 3-on-2, then 2-on-1, and unfortunately they weren't able to really create a chance of any note.
Just looking at the two teams there, Arsenal against Barcelona 0-0 in this co-op game, the second of the group stage here, and a crucial part here as both sets of players look to make maybe the crucial change. We've seen it already today in Berlin, players coming off the bench, scoring almost immediately.
What's interesting about this is these two teams are usually famed for their goal scoring more than their defending, but we've got a 0-0 between Arsenal and Barcelona as we tick into the final half an hour. Who is going to be the team to break the deadlock if it is due to happen. It's Total Football that again are bossing possession.
And Nketiah, though, if he wins that header, Aubameyang might have some space. And here he has Welbeck in support. Aubameyang might have the legs. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Nketiah. Welbeck's there, just wide.
Yeah, it's another chance, and Shadowhunters growing into this encounter after being pretty much on the back foot for 65 minutes or so. They are looking really dangerous on the counter-attack. And again, it's that final pass, that final finish that's just letting them down. If they can get that right, this could be 3 massive points for the Spaniards.
Barcelona and Total Football playing out from the back. Of course they are, but they've been under real pressure at times in this match. Goalless. Certainly not the worst result for either of these two teams. And Nketiah certainly made an impact since coming off the bench. Coutinho knew he was about then. Free kick. Couple of yellow cards now for Arsenal. Plenty of space here for Barcelona. They've opened Arsenal up here. This delivery's right. Could be the first goal, but they break down in communication that you can get in co-op games.
Yeah, we talked about offensively it being easier to make those additional runs as an example, and potentially harder defensively, but it's been quite the opposite in this game. They've struggled in the final third, both these two teams, but defensively they've looked absolutely brilliant, and it's been almost impossible to create a real chance. Everything's kind of been half chances, hasn't it, Chris?
Which bodes well, potentially, for these two going deep into this tournament. The difference between 0-0, 1-0 is massive, though, and Barcelona are beginning to open things up. Just wide. Cech was left standing. If that was on target, it was 1-0 Barca. Yeah,
it was a big chance, and it dropped to, I think it was Phil Coutinho, and usually he's absolutely lethal from them sort of positions, right on the edge of the box with either corner to aim for, and he's unorthodoxly put it wide of the post.
Yeah, he'll be disappointed, and so will Total Football. 0-0 against Shadowhunters. Second co-op group stage game. Some more tinkering going on. And you see that front four of Suarez, Dembele, Coutinho and Messi. Can they unlock this Arsenal defence as this game goes into its final stages? Alex Iwobi has come on for Arsenal here, and Iniesta has come on for Rakitic. Long ball forward up towards Nketiah. And Mkhitaryan onto it in a flash. Nketiah again. Now Ramsey with a bit of space as we go into the last 15 minutes. Aubameyang. Excellent defending, but Ramsey wins it back. Mkhitaryan on this near side. The former Manchester United man from Armenia. Barcelona will break though. And here is the man with the magic in his boots, Lionel Messi. And they've worked it nicely to Iniesta, who for once can't pick the pass.
Yeah, it was an interesting pass. Usually in them sort of positions, Barcelona can be pretty lethal, but the options were again slammed shut as Shadowhunters come forward again on the counter-attack. It's another 2-on-1 opportunity. It's Iwobi, surely the first goal and the winning goal possibly, and they've got it. The Spaniards have taken the lead, and what a breathtaking counter-attack that was, Chris.
Efficient and very effective, and there is the fist pump. And they have work to do now. Total Football, who still believe, you can see from that fist bump, still time, but that potentially the pivotal moment finished off by Nketiah, who, what a substitution that has been, but it was all about the counter-attack, wasn't it? And it's the dream moment on PES when you have the man in the middle, overlapping, and he finished beyond Ter Stegen. 1-0 Barcelona.
Yeah, it looked like Ter Stegen might have just got a glove on it, but he wasn't able to keep it out at close range. You've got to get everything right. It actually came off his studs and into the back, and then it was brave goalkeeping. He almost made the save, but most importantly, of course, Shadowhunters take the lead, and that might be 3 massively important points against possibly their biggest rivals in Group A.
9 minutes to go, and some tinkering for Arsenal. Maybe no surprise. Barcelona are happy to go with what they've got, and if they can create one more chance. But you work so hard. You know, it looks easy when there's a man in the middle. You think, oh, where's the defensive? You work so hard to create that space, to create that pass, and then the finish comes.
Absolutely, but it has been coming. The warning signs have been there for Total Football. They have allowed Shadowhunters counter-attacking opportunities, and about 3 times in the second half we've seen them go close, and this time they get it absolutely spot on, and they take the lead and possibly have closed out for 3 points. There is still a few minutes left. Can Total Football grab this equalising goal?
Still a chance, but they really need to, first of all, create an opportunity and then take it. Probably not that many more attacks, maybe 2 or 3 potentially. And Total Football will be patient, but time is very much against them. We are almost ready for the grandstand finale here.
That was pretty much the first real attack of the match. We've had a few half chances, but certainly that was the biggest chance, and it's been taken. Total Football haven't really tested Pesleague in the Shadowhunters Arsenal goal so far. A few half chances, like I mentioned. They need to carve out that one big moment, or Shadowhunters need to do something they haven't done so far and create a defensive frailty.
65% of the ball for Total Football, as you'd expect, but Shadowhunters, there's only one stat that matters, and they have the goal. Some more tinkering potentially for both of these teams.
Yeah, we've seen in modern day real football and of course modern day PES football, PES soccer, we've seen how important possession isn't anymore. You know, you don't have to have the ball for the majority of the match. As long as you are ruthless and you have, you know, quick counter-attacking opportunities, it can be so deadly to play without the ball in this current day and age.
Yeah, most definitely, and certainly in this game, that is the case. Back underway, less than 10 minutes to go, and Barcelona have it all to do. Gerard Piqué has come on. Maybe he'll score a very late equaliser up from the back, but Arsenal, having just scored, have won the ball back, and Aubameyang is causing problems. Here go Barcelona though. Iniesta, lovely ball forward. Good response this from Total Football. Hector Bellerin was in to win it. Iwobi wins the header, well played. Alex Iwobi up to Aubameyang. He has Nketiah ahead of him. He scored the only goal of the game, and he's heading for the corner flag. Nketiah, this is a brilliant run. Aubameyang in support, Ramsey as well. And it's turned home. 2-0, and surely game, set and match. Shadowhunters in complete control now.
And once again, it's the counter-attack that has caused all sorts of problems, and it's a goal all of Total Football's undoing. They broke forward in numbers, they left themselves wide open in the wide areas, and of course the cross came in. The first header was missed, but there was Danny Welbeck at the back post to poke home with 2 Barcelona defenders on the line that could do absolutely nothing about it. And like you mentioned, Shadowhunters in full control and sailing towards 3 points. What a cross that was.
I was just going to say, that wasn't just an aimless punt into the penalty area. He knew he couldn't score Nketiah after he did really well to get to the byline. It was almost a dinked finish over the goalkeeper towards the back post. And surely, I mean, they're going to have to score with both attacks at Barcelona. They've given it away to Iwobi.
It could be 3-0.
Oh, Nketiah was in the middle. Iwobi wins it back. Super stuff from Arsenal. Ramsey then loses out, but they've probably wasted enough time there to win the game, even if Barcelona were to score here. Disappointing start for the team from the Nou Camp. They've worked that nicely. Cech makes the save. I can't remember too much that Petr Cech's had to do.
No, as we tick into the final seconds, Granit Xhaka's performance in the heart of the Arsenal midfield, dealing with Phil Coutinho. I don't know who's been controlling him, but he's been absolutely everywhere, and the trio of Spaniards salute each other, and that's a really, really impressive performance. We did say they were one of the favourites from Group A, but they have surely pushed themselves to